Welcome to the Dolce Marketing Podcast, the show for visionary entrepreneurs ready to step up, upgrade their game plan, and build the business and life they have truly dreamed of. I am your host, Heidi Niemi, and every week I share effective strategies that actually move the needle, systems that eliminate overwhelm, and insight to take you from clarity crisis to legendary legacy, one episode at a time. Let's get started. If you listened to the last week's episode, now you know what a daily sales engine is and why you need one. You understand the feast or famine cycle and how relying on your launches is basically gambling with your business. Today, we are going deeper, much deeper. I am going to walk you through each of the three parts of a daily sales engine in detail. Not just what they are, but how to actually build them. What makes them work, what mistakes to avoid, and how do they all connect together? So, grab a notebook because this episode is packed with actionable strategies you can implement in your business. Let's dive in. Before we go deep, let me quickly remind you what is a daily sales engine. So a daily sales engine is a system that generates sales every single day, not just during launches. It runs in the background, working for you 24/7, bringing in consistent revenue whether you're launching or not. And it has three essential parts. Part one is a strategic lead magnet. Something that actually attracts the right people and positions your paid offer as the natural next step. Part two is an entry-level offer, which is a low-ticket product that turns subscribers into buyers, and it also builds trust. Part three is retargeting and nurture. It's the system that reminds of your offer for those who didn't buy, and it also keeps you in front of the people after opting in. So when these three parts are built to work together, that's when the magic happens. You get daily sales notification, you get immediately to serve your clients, you build a warm audience that's ready to buy your premium offers, and you finally escape the feast or famine cycle. In today's episode, I am going to break down each of these three parts in detail. We will start with the entry-level offer, then move to strategic lead magnet, and finish with retargeting and nurture. Now, you might be wondering, why am I starting with the entry-level offer instead of the lead magnet? Because the people, when they enter this system, what they see first is the lead magnet and not the entry-level offer. Isn't it the lead magnet the first thing that people see? Yes, it is. But here's the thing. You need to know where you're leading people before you can create something that leads them there. So your lead magnet's job is to attract the right people for your entry offer. So that means that you need to design the entry offer first and then create a lead magnet that perfectly aligns with it. And that's why I call it a strategic lead magnet. This is strategic thinking. This is how the pieces connect. And this is what most entrepreneurs get wrong. They create things in wrong order and then they wonder why nothing converts. So let's start with this part one, which is your entry-level offer. Let me explain to you first what is an entry-level offer. What do I mean when I use that term? So an entry-level offer is a low-ticket product that gives your new subscriber an immediate win and builds trust. It's like the stepping stone between your free content and your premium offers. It's right there in between it. And you can maybe think about it this way: when someone joins your email list, they don't know you yet. They've never paid you anything. They have no proof that you can actually help them, that you are the right person to take them from here to here, where they want to go. And They have opted in, they don't know you, and then all of a sudden, they see you asking them to buy your €2,000 program or even your €500 course. I mean, that's a huge leap of faith. That's a lot to ask in the beginning of a relationship. And now that we are living in trust economy, most people aren't willing to take that leap. Not anymore, not immediately, because they have been burned way too many times. So an entry-level offer solves this problem. It gives people a low-risk way to experience working with you, to see that you deliver real value. So it's there to build that trust. Let me explain why entry offers are so powerful. And there are 3 main reasons for this. First, they turn subscribers into buyers. There is a massive psychological shift that happens when someone pays you money, even just €27. They go from interested observer to paying customer. And once someone has bought from you, they are much more likely to buy again. They have made the decision to invest in you. They have already crossed that line, and if they got value from their first purchase, they trust you now. Now they're ready for more. And this is why your entry-level offer needs to deliver real transformation, not just some general nice-to-know information. And remember, information is free nowadays. Anyone can find it online. But transformation is not. So you need to offer transformation through your entry offer. When someone buys your €47 product and thinks, wow, if this is what I get for €47, imagine what her premium program must look like. That's when you have won. Second, entry offers fund your ads. This is the game changer that most entrepreneurs don't realize. If your entry offer is priced right and it converts well, it can cover the cost of acquiring the new leads. And the goal is, of course, to exceed that cost. So think about what this means. Instead of spending money on ads to build your list and hoping that people eventually will buy your high-ticket offer months later, you are making money while growing your list. In last week's episode, I shared the math. With a strategic daily sales engine, you can spend €500 on ads and make €1,316 back immediately from entry offer sales when you optimize it properly. That's profitable list building, and that's a game changer for how you can scale. Third, entry offers build trust faster than anything else. I mean, free content is great. It's great as a conversation starter, but there's something different about paid content. When someone pays for something, they pay attention, they implement, they get results, and they remember you. And when they get results from your entry offer, they trust you. They have experienced your teaching style, they know you deliver, even over-deliver, and now they're ready for your bigger offers. They are asking, what is next? So let's talk about what makes an entry offer actually work. Let me give you the key elements here. So number 1, it solves one specific problem. Your entry offer shouldn't try to do everything. That's very important to realize and take into consideration. It should solve one specific burning problem that your ideal client has right now. Not a big transformation, that's what your premium offer is for. It's a small, specific win that they can achieve quickly. For example, if you're a business coach, your entry offer might be help them create their first lead magnet, or write their sales page, or map out their content strategy for the next 90 days. Like something that they need to do immediately to get forward and to be able to then move to your next offer. One problem, one solution, one clear outcome. Number 2, it delivers a quick win. People need to see results fast, not in 6 months, not in 6 weeks, ideally within a few days or even a few hours. This is why templates and frameworks and mini courses work so well as entry offers. People can implement immediately and see fast results. I mean, the faster someone gets a win from your entry offer, the faster they trust you and the faster they're ready to buy your next thing. Number 3, it naturally leads to your premium offer. So your entry offer should solve a problem that then reveals the next problem, which your premium offer solves. For example, if your entry offer helps someone create a lead magnet, they will quickly realize that they need help with the rest of their funnel, and that's where your premium program comes in. Now, mind you, this isn't manipulation. This is serving people at the level that they are ready for. Some people only need the quick win, and others realize that they want more help, and you are giving them both options. Number 4 is something that I feel is very important in this trust economy, and that is that it has a live component. Like, this isn't required, but I personally highly recommend it. Adding some kind of live access to you, and I don't mean one-on-one access, I mean a Q&A call or a hot seat session or a small group coaching element. It dramatically increases the perceived value and it builds much deeper trust. When someone gets to experience you live, even briefly, they feel like they know you. And that kind of connection is very powerful for converting them to your premium offers later. My recommendation is to have weekly live group calls where you can be in contact with your audience. They can be, for example, Q&A calls or teaching sessions, but I recommend that you make them interactive so that also your clients can participate in some way. That's how you establish the trust and build deeper connection with your audience. Let me share some mistakes that I see entrepreneurs make with their entry offers. So mistake number 1 would be that they are making it too comprehensive. Your entry offer is not your signature course. Like, it definitely shouldn't have like 12 modules and 47 videos. That is overwhelming and people will never complete it. They will not get the quick win that you want them to have. So I want you to keep it focused. One problem, one solution, something that can be implemented in short time. It's like a mini course or a template pack or a 90-minute workshop with implementation time. Then mistake number 2 that I see people make is that the entry-level offer is not connecting to the next step. So if your entry offer is completely disconnected from your premium offers, you have just created a random product. And yes, it might make some sales, but it won't build toward anything bigger. So that way you will sort of like build the wrong kind of list. You will have the wrong kind of client base if the people you are bringing in are not connected to your high ticket offers. So always think, what does this person need before they enter my all-in offer, my high ticket offer? So always make sure that your next offer tier is the next natural step for them. Then mistake number 3 is under-delivering on value. So some entrepreneurs may think that it's only 47 euros, I don't need to give that much. But that's wrong. Your entry offer is your audition. It's where people decide if you're worth more of their time and money. So over-deliver, blow their minds, make them think, if this is 47 euros, I need to see what her €2,000 program is like. Then mistake number 4, not including a call to action for the next step. At the end of your entry offer, people should know exactly what their next step is with you. They are already asking, great, what's next? So don't leave them hanging. Tell them about your premium offer, invite them to the next level, and give them a clear path forward. Let me give you some concrete examples of entry offers that work really well in different industries. So, for example, for coaches and consultants, a template bundle that helps them implement something specific is a great idea. Maybe it's email templates or a content planning system or a client onboarding process. A mini course that teaches one specific skill, not your whole methodology, just one piece of it. Something they can complete in an afternoon and implement immediately. So then maybe for course creators, you can have like a workshop recording with implementation workbook. So they watch, they do the exercises, and they get a quick win. Or a starter kit or toolkit related to your main course topic. If your course teaches Instagram marketing, maybe your entry offer is a Reels template pack with hooks and scripts or something like that. And for service providers, you can have like a do-it-yourself guide with templates for something you normally do for clients. They can try doing it themselves first, and if they decide they want help, they can hire you. The key with all of this is this: they are specific, they are implementable, and they naturally lead to your bigger offers. Okay, now that you know what your entry offer is, we can design a lead magnet that leads people to it. But first, let me tell you why most lead magnets fail. That's because most lead magnets are generic. They are the same PDF checklists, ebooks, and templates that everybody else in your industry is offering. They attract anyone who likes free stuff. But you want to attract the people who are ready to buy. Most lead magnets give general information, but they don't create any real shift, any self-discovery or realization in the person who downloads them. And they have no strategic connection to any paid offer. I mean, they just exist in hopes to grow the list. They are collecting email addresses that will never convert. Or worse, they are not even collecting them because they don't attract your audience. Does that sound familiar to you? I mean, a strategic lead magnet is completely different. A strategic lead magnet does 3 things. First, it attracts buyers, not just freebie seekers. Because not everyone who downloads free stuff is a potential buyer. Some people just like free stuff. They are never going to pay you anything. And that's okay. We all know that those people will come anyway, and you can still serve them with your free content. That's completely okay. But having a strategic lead magnet helps you with the income because it's designed to attract specifically the people who have the problem that your entry offer solves and who are motivated enough to actually want to solve it. Second, it creates a realization. So the best lead magnets don't just give away information. They actually give insight. They help someone discover something new about themselves or see their problem in a new way. Like they create this kind of aha moment. And when someone has that realization, oh, this is why I have been struggling, they naturally want the solution, and you have positioned your entry offer as that solution. This is why we do the entry product first. Third, it positions your paid offer as the natural next step. So by the time someone finishes your lead magnet, They should be thinking, now I understand the problem. I need more help with this. This person gets me. Let's see if they can help me. And your entry offer is right there in front of them as the obvious answer. This isn't about manipulation, again, or any sleazy sales tactics. It's about serving people at the right level. Your lead magnet gives them awareness, and your entry offer gives them the implementation and the solution. Now, I have mentioned this before, I know, but quizzes are my favorite type of lead magnet, and let me explain to you why. First of all, quizzes are interactive. Unlike a PDF that just sits in someone's downloads folder, completely unopened, a quiz is something that they actually completed. Right there, right then. The engagement rate is much higher. Then, quizzes are personalized because people love the self-discovery that quizzes offer them. They get to be the main character in that lead magnet. Everyone gets a result that's specific to them, and humans love learning about themselves. We all do. It's why personality tests, for example, they are so popular. A quiz makes someone feel seen and understood. Quizzes also create segmentation. When someone takes your quiz, you learn about them. You learn about their struggles, their goals, their current situation, and you can use this information to personalize your follow-up emails and offers. Quizzes also very naturally position your entry offer. So a well-designed quiz identifies someone's specific problem and then presents your entry offer as the solution to that exact problem. The conversion rates can be dramatically higher than generic lead magnets. I have a client who is seeing 28% conversion from her quiz to her entry offer. 28% of the people who take that quiz buy her entry offer. Almost 1 of 3. Now compare that to the normal 3 to 5% conversion rate that traditional lead magnets give you. I mean, that's because the quiz identifies the exact problem and the entry offer solves that exact problem. And everything connects seamlessly. So then let's talk about designing your lead magnet. So, how do you design a strategic lead magnet? Well, here is my process. You start with your entry offer. Like, what specific problem does your entry offer solve? Who is the perfect person for it? What do they need to realize before they are ready to buy it? What kind of problems are they struggling with? How could you help them? How could you make them feel seen and heard and understood? Like you're reading their mind and are there like a magic fairy godmother offering the solution that they need. Your lead magnet's job is to attract those people and create that realization. So, choose your format. Will it be a quiz, a challenge, a specific guide or a checklist? Choose based on what will best serve your audience and what you enjoy creating. Quizzes work amazingly well, but they are not the only option. Just design for transformation, not just information. This is what I want you to remember. And whatever format you choose, make sure that it creates some kind of shift in the person who uses it. They should think differently about their problem after engaging with your lead magnet, in a way that makes them realize that the problem can be solved with you. Also, include a clear call to action. At the end of your lead magnet, invite people to your entry offer. Make it clear and compelling. Don't be shy about it. You have just given them value, so now show them the next step. how you're going to deliver them even more value. If you want to see an example of this, I am putting the links to my own lead magnets to the show notes so you can see just how I have done it. Then there are some lead magnet mistakes to avoid, and I want to talk about them now. So mistake number 1 would be creating something generic. If your lead magnet could be from anyone in your industry, it's not specific enough. Make it uniquely yours. Make it aligned with your specific approach and methodology. Mistake number 2 is giving too much. Your lead magnet doesn't need to solve everything. It needs to solve one thing or create one realization that naturally leads to your entry offer. If you give everything away in your freebie, there is no reason to buy. The main job for a lead magnet is to set you as the expert so that they see that you know what you're doing. You understand them and you're the right person to help them. And it makes this very subtly by making them the main character. Mistake number 3 is that there is no connection to what you sell. Your lead magnet should be the first step on a journey that leads to your paid offers. If there is a disconnect, people won't convert. It's just as simple as that. Lead magnet and entry product are always a pair. They go like hand in hand. There is no one without other. They are a couple. And mistake number 4 is making it hard to consume. So for example, long ebooks that takes hours to read, they just don't get consumed. Quizzes, short workshops, simple frameworks, these get consumed and acted on. So let me give you some examples of strategic lead magnets that actually work. One of them is the diagnostic quiz. And this is my favorite. A quiz that helps someone identify their specific problem or situation and then gives them personalized recommendation, including your entry offer as the solution. For example, my quiz helps entrepreneurs identify what is blocking their email list growth. Based on their result, they then get specific advice and an invitation to the entry offer that solves this particular challenge for them. And the conversion rate on a well-designed quiz can be 20 to 30 when it's done real well to your entry offer. Again, compare that to a generic PDF that might convert something between 1 to 5%, and you can see that the difference is really massive. Then you can also have a workshop or a masterclass, so like a recorded training that teaches one specific thing and ends with an offer for the next step. So this works because people experience your teaching style and get value before you ask them anything. The key is making the workshop valuable on its own while also revealing why they need more help, which your entry offer provides. Then you can also host a challenge. So it can be like a challenge where participants take small actions each day, and by the end, they have had a small win and they are warmed up for your offer. And challenges work well because they create momentum and the repetition is known to create change. The challenge here in the challenges is to keep them engaged during the whole challenge because life often gets in a way and challenges don't get finished. So this is something to keep in mind while you're designing the content of your challenge. Whatever format you choose, remember, the goal is to attract the right people and create a realization that makes your entry offer feel like the obvious next step. Then there is the part number 3, which is retargeting and nurture. Let's talk about why you need this piece. Okay, so you have your entry offer and your strategic lead magnet. People are signing up, some of them are buying, but it's always a fact that not everyone buys immediately. You offer them your product right in the end of the lead magnet, but not everybody takes action right away. And that's completely normal. And here's the thing. Most people need multiple touch points before they make a purchase decision. They need to see you, hear from you, and be reminded that you exist before they take action and make the decision. And that is what the retargeting and the nurture piece does. So it keeps you in front of people and guides them toward the sale automatically. Retargeting and nurture has 3 main components. Component 1 is your email sequence. So right after someone opts in for your lead magnet, they should enter an email sequence that introduces your entry offer. And not just one email, but a complete sequence. Because some people need to hear about something multiple times from multiple angles before they take action. Your sequence might be 5 to 7 emails over about 4 to 7 days, depending how long you keep your entry offer cart open for them. In fact, I have an email sequence template for this inside of my own Dolce Societe group advisory membership that shows you just how to write this sequence in a very strategic way, because each email approaches the offer from a different angle. It has different benefits, different objections handled, different buyer types covered, and different stories and examples, so that whatever is keeping the client from not buying, we cover that all in these emails. Some people will buy from email 1, some from email 3, some from email 7, and the sequence gives everyone the touch points that they need. And yes, this happens automatically, so you set it up once and it runs forever. Then the component number 2 is the retargeting ads. So retargeting ads are ads that specifically target the people who have already interacted with you in some way. They have visited your website, they have watched your quiz result video, they signed up for your lead magnet, but they didn't buy. So these ads are incredibly cost effective because you're only showing them to warm audiences. So you only show them to people who already know that you and your offer exists. And a simple retargeting strategy might be just show ads to people who took your quiz but didn't buy your entry offer. The ad reminds them of what they learned in the quiz and invites them to the entry offer. And show ads to people who visited your sales page but didn't purchase, because that means if they visited your sales page, it means that they are interested. So then you can be handling some common objections or offering an extra bonus in your retargeting ads. And boom, that's how you make the sale. You don't need a huge budget for this. Like even 5 to 10 euros per day can make a significant difference when you're targeting warm audiences. Then there's the component number 3, which is the ongoing nurture content. So between launches, between promotions, you need to stay in front of your audience and continue building the relationship. This includes your regular email, your weekly signature content, your social media content, valuable content that helps your audience and builds your authority. The goal here is to stay on top of mind, strengthen the bond, and continue demonstrating your expertise so that when you do make an offer, people will be ready. And here's what I want you to understand about this entire system. It's that it runs automatically. I cannot say that it's passive sales, but it's automated sales. Someone discovers your lead magnet, maybe from a podcast episode, a social media post, or an ad, and then they opt in. And immediately they are in your email sequence promoting your entry offer. If they don't buy, they start seeing retargeting ads. And meanwhile, they are receiving your regular nurture content, your podcast, your emails, and your social posts. All of this happens without you doing anything manual. You set it up once and it works 24/7. And that's the power of Daily Sales Engine. It's not about you hustling every day. It's about building a system that works while you sleep. Now, you might be wondering, where do launches fit in all of this? Here's the beautiful thing. Your Daily Sales Engine doesn't replace launches. It makes launches better. I mean, just think about it. Everyone who comes through your Daily Sales Engine is getting warmed up. They're getting to know you. Many of them are buying your entry offer and experiencing your value firsthand. So when launch time comes, you're not launching to a cold audience. You are launching to people who already know, like, and trust you. Many of them have already bought from you. And when they buy from you, they remember you. So your launches convert better. Your revenue is higher. And you're not starting from zero every time. The Daily Sales Engine provides consistent baseline revenue between the launches, and it supercharges your launches when they happen. It's like you're getting the best of both worlds. So let's recap how all three pieces work together. Someone discovers your lead magnet and they opt in. They immediately experience value and have some kind of realization about their problem. They are then introduced to your entry offer, which is the solution to their problem that they just realized that they have. The offer feels like the natural next step, not just a random pitch. Some people buy immediately. They get a quick win from your entry offer and they start to trust you. And now they are in your world as a paying customer. And people who don't buy immediately start receiving your email sequence. They also see retargeting ads, multiple touch points, multiple angles until they're ready to buy. And meanwhile, everyone, buyers and non-buyers, receive your ongoing nurture content, your weekly signature content, your emails, your social posts. They're getting to know you better and seeing your expertise. When you launch a premium offer, you have a warm, engaged audience ready to buy. Many of them have already purchased your entry offer and trust you completely. This is the Daily Sales Engine in action. Every piece connects. Every piece builds towards the next, and it all runs automatically. So if you're listening to this and thinking, I need to build this in my own business, you are right. You do. But I also know it can feel overwhelming, like 3 different pieces, all the strategies, email sequences, retargeting ads, like where do you even start? And this is exactly why I have created the Daily Sales Engine workshop. This is a 3-day intensive where we build your complete Daily Sales Engine together. Not theory, but actual building. On day 1, we design your entry offer. We figure out what problem it solves, how to price it, and how to make it irresistible. And then, day 2, we create your strategic lead magnet. The one that attracts perfect fit clients and positions your entry offer as the natural next step. And on day 3, we map out your retargeting and nurture strategy. The emails, the ads, the system that guides people towards purchase automatically. And by the end of these 3 days, you will have a complete Daily Sales Engine designed and ready to implement. This is happening next week, so February 10th through 12th. If you're tired of the feast and famine cycle and ready to build consistent daily revenue, then this workshop is for you. I will drop the link to the show notes, so click the link there, read more, and do come join us. Before I wrap up, let me give you some things to think about this week. Number 1 would be, what problem can you solve with an entry offer? Think about your ideal client's journey. What's one specific problem that they have early on? What is something you could help them with and would give them a quick win? And I want you to write down 3 ideas. Don't overthink it, just brainstorm, okay? Then, number 2, what is the gap between your freebie and your premium offer? Look at what you currently offer. Is there a big jump between your free content and your paid programs? That gap is where your entry offer belongs. And then, number 3, how is your nurture game? Are you consistently showing up for your audience between the launches? Or do they only hear from you when you're selling something? Because consistent value builds trust, and trust leads to sales. So don't disappear between promotions. These questions will get you thinking about your own daily sales engine. Thank you for listening to the Dolce Marketing Podcast with me, Heidi Niemi. If this episode helps you understand the 3 parts of a daily sales engine, I would love to hear from you. Take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, tag me at I am Heidi Niemi, and tell me which part you're most excited to build. Is it the entry offer? Is it the strategic lead magnet? Or the retargeting and nurture system? I want to know what resonated with you. And if you're ready to build your daily sales engine with my guidance, the workshop is happening in just a few days, February 10th through 12th. Click the link in the show notes and grab your spot before it's too late. And make sure to follow the show so you won't miss the next episode. Until then, remember, you don't need to stay stuck in the feast or famine cycle. Build your daily sales engine and start generating sales every single day. I will see you next week.